Mr. is spelled out.
Getting started.
I got 2 new subscribers.
Algebra has 10 subscribers.
I have 15 now.
Ooh, you're climbing the range.
I am. I've got 356 views.
You don't start getting paid until 300,000.
Free.
Wait, I thought you get paid just how many likes you get. You just
No,
have to set up.
you have to monetize your channel. I haven't monetized my
But
channel.
you don't start getting paid until 300,000.
Right, I'm not going to monetize my channel. Okay, anyway, so more on slope. So first what we're going to talk about with slope is we're going to talk about what to do with the zeros. So if you go through the slope thing and you end up with, let's say that we have something like on your warm-up, I don't remember exactly what the problem with the warm-up was, but let's say we have one like the warm-up, where we have slope between 2, 3 and -5, 3. So I know it's not what it was, but like this is something like the warm-up. So if we're finding the slope between these 2 points, we're going to use the formula. So I'm going to call this x1, x1, and y1, and then this is x2 and y2. So I'm going to do the formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y'all with me? Okay, so y2 is 3, so I'm going to do 3 minus y1, which is 3, over x2, which is -5, minus x1, which is 2. So 3 minus 3 is 0, over, and then -5 minus 2, -7. Now, when you end up with a 0 in the fraction, it depends on where the 0 is as to what your answer actually ends up being. If 0 is on top, then your answer is 0. So if 0 is on top, your answer is 0. Alright? Now, it's going to be different if 0 is on the bottom. And if 0 is on the bottom, this is one of the parts of math where things get a little weird and trippy. So let's take a look at a different example where if I had, let's say, -5, 8 and -5, 4. So I'm trying to find the slope between these 2 points. So here's x1, y1, and here's x2, y2. So if I'm using the formula again, I'm going to do 4 minus 8 over, so -5 minus -5. Now -5 minus negative, Colton, when I see minus negative, what do I do out loud every time?
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. So I'm going to do boom, boom, out loud every time. So 4 minus 8 is -4, and -5 plus 5 is 0. Now if 0 is on the bottom, you cannot do that. It is one of the very few things that is absolutely forbidden in mathematics. It's not. It's super not, though. In fact, if you grab your robot buddy and have your robot buddy try to do it for you. So here, I've just grabbed a robot buddy, and I'm going to tell my robot buddy, I'm going to be like, robot buddy, you're going to do -4, so you're going to do 4 negative divided by 0. And robot buddy's going to be like, nah, man, I can't do that. I can. It's not that it's no solution. In math, there's a special term for it. In math, it's called undefined. Undefined. Or UND period, if you are into the whole brevity thing. Okay. If 0's on the bottom, it's undefined.
0 on top is 0.
Yes. 0 on top, it's 0. 0 on the bottom, it's undefined. Would you like me to show you why that is?
Sure.
Great. So, let's say that I'm doing like, you don't have to write this part down. This is just me explaining why you can't divide by 0. So let's say that we have 4 divided by x equals 2. So if we're doing 4 divided by some number and we get back out 2, that means I have to be able to do 2 times some number and get back out 4. So can I do 2 times a number and get 4? Okay, so what would this number have to be? Perfect. So if I'm saying I can do 4 divided by 0 and get back out a number, so like so saying I'm getting 4 divided by 0 and get back out any number, like say x, that would mean I would have to be able to do x times 0 and get back out 4. Is it possible to do x times 0 and get back out 4? That's why you can't divide by 0. Because over here, I would have to be able to do 2 times this to get back out that. I cannot do any number times 0 and get back out 4. You can't divide by 0. Kind of, sort of?
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to the next thing that's going to be in your notes. So last thing for the notes today. And this is going to be solving for a coordinate. So solving for a coordinate. All right. So let's say that you have a slope and you have most of the 2 points, but you're missing part of the 2 points. So let's say that we have 2 points here, and they're going to be 0, comma, y, and we don't know what this y number is. And then the other point is 5, negative 3, and we know that the slope between these 2 points is equal to 1/5, 1 over 5. And we want to be able to find out what that y number has to be in order to make this be true. All right? So we're going to figure out what this slope has to be. Y'all with me? Cool. Here's how we do it. So this is going to be x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So we're going to use the formula on this. We can't use the Mr. Taft method with these. You have to use the formula. Can't be Mr. Taft. So we're going to do negative 3 minus y, because negative 3 is y2, y is y1, over 5 minus 0. And this is going to be equal to the slope. And the slope in this case, we know what it is. It's 1 over 5. All right, now I can't reduce the numerator any further because, so negative 3 minus y, I can't reduce that any further. So I'm going to leave it negative 3 minus y. But my denominator I can. What's 5 minus 0? 5. So this is 5 equal to 1 over 5. Okay, hold on. So now, from here, this is like one of those problems I gave you guys last unit. I'm going to do the Crossy product, or I can use Fishy method. Doesn't matter. So let's say I want to do Crossy product. I'm going to do 5 times 1 on one side, which is 5. And on the other side, I'm going to do 5 times this whole thing. So I'm going to do 5 times, in parentheses, negative 3 minus y. So from here, it's solving a multi-step equation. So I'm going to distribute negative 15 minus 5y equal to 5. And then Tanner, what would I need to do next?
Subtract 5 from negative 15.
So,
Negative 20.
okay, so I'm going to subtract 5 from negative 15. So I got negative 20 minus 5y is equal to 0. Now what?
Divide 20 by y.
Well, I want to get this negative 20 on the other side though, right?
So add negative 20.
So add 20 to both sides. So I got negative 5y is equal to 20. Now what?
Now you divide
By
5.
negative 5. So y is equal to negative 4. So this point right here needs to be negative 4. I'm going to go through this with you guys on the assignment, just to make sure everybody's on the same page. So let me pass this out. Let's go through it together. No, I'm not going to go through the whole time with y'all.
You should.
I should not.
You totally should. I'll pay you
No, you will not.
$40.
You will not.
Watch me.
You don't have $40.
Yeah, I know.
You do.
Yes, I do.
What? You didn't vote for me?
I have
It would be okay
$40.
if you did vote for me.
So if I paid you $40, could I get an A for this assignment?
No. Why not?
It's $40.
If you guys did vote for me to lose my beard, it would be totally fine. I look pretty goony without my beard, but I would.
Like
I like how they said it's only gonna be for a week, but your beard's not gonna grow back that fast.
Wait,
Yeah.
so have you ever shaved your beard during school before?
No, the whole time I've been here, I've never shaved my beard. I've had a beard the entire time I've been here.
So you just trim it?
Yeah. The whole time, not a single student at Roundup High School has seen me, Mr. Taft, without a beard.
Unless they've seen you somewhere else.
Since I've been teaching, I've never not had a beard. The last time I didn't have a beard, I was 19. Like, I can maybe bring in a picture of 19-year-old Mr. Taft and show you what 19-year-old Mr. Taft looked like without a beard.
I want to see that.
Hold on, let me see. No, I do on my phone, I know. So hold on, I do on my phone, because there's pictures of me from when I was like super young.
This should be fun.
Okay. Right away, there's a picture of me without a beard, but
You gotta let us see it.
I know, hold on. There's 19-year-old Mr. Taft.
Whoa. Whoa, dude.
Yep, that's me without a beard when I was 19.
You look way different.
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
Butte. Okay.
So, but,
Oh, sure, if you want to call it that. All right, so let's take a look at, I already did 13 in your notes, so we don't have to do 13 again. Let's take a look at number 14 here. So number 14, this is x1, y1, x2, y2, and then this is what the slope is actually equal to. Now, when you have negatives with the slope, the negative can go to the top or the bottom, but not both. So when we're setting this up, we're going to do y2 minus y1, so we're going to do 3 minus y over x2 minus x1, so negative 8 minus negative 1, and this is equal to, now this negative 6 over 7, well hold on, we'll do that in a second. The negative can go either to the top or to the bottom, but not both. So I pretty much always put the negative with the top, so we're going to go negative 6 over positive 7. Now, yes, Wesley, absolutely. When you see minus negative, boom, boom. All right, so 3 minus y stays 3 minus y. And then negative 8 plus 1, what does that actually turn into? Negative 7 equal to negative 6 over 7. Now from here, I can either use fishy method or cross product. So like Nathan, fishy method or crossy product? Cross product. What's negative 7 times negative 6? Robot buddy to the rescue. Negative 7 times negative 6. Let Nathan do it. Okay, then you write that on your paper, but let Nathan do it.
What?
Negative 7 times negative 6. No. No. You're super wrong. Let your robot buddy do it. What? 42. So 42 goes on one side, and then on the other side I have to do 7 times, quiet, 3 minus y. All right? Now from here, it's an easy version of what we were doing last unit, right guys? So I distribute, constants on one side, variables on the other side, then solve the one step. So distribute 7 to both things inside, so this is 21 minus 7y equal to 42. Then I need to subtract 21 from both sides. So I get negative 7y equal to 21. And then divide both sides by negative 7. So y is equal to what? Negative 3. You got to respect that negative. You got to respect it though. You don't have to like it to respect it. It's like Kanye. You don't have to like it to respect it. Yeah, but you don't have to like him to respect him. All right? Now, question 1 through 12 is just like yesterday's assignment. Question 13 through 22 is new for today. And then 23 through 28 is review.
When does it due? Tuesday?
Yeah. It's due on Tuesday. You guys have a long weekend, which is why I don't feel bad giving you a little bit longer assignment than I gave you yesterday. Yep. Okay, I'll turn it back over.
7 divided by 3.
Okay, Rainey?
7